Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Final Fantasy VIII. Where we last left off, we just cleared the Dollet Communications Tower of the Galbadian Forces, and are now heading back towards the vessel. That'll take us back to Balan. But firstly, we're going to have to deal with this big thing. This giant mechanical spider-looking boss battle. And compared to the last two boss battles, this is probably considered, the big threat of this mission. Unfortunately, this is the encounter you have to deal with. Best thing to do is just use lightning-based attacks, as that's what it's weak against. I'm just gonna do a quick scan on this thing. See what it says. Only Protect seems to be the only thing that's draw-worthy. X-ATM092. Galbadia's mobile attack weapon, aka Black Widow. Doesn't stop until it kills all enemies in its path. Let's see, it's got quite a bit of HP, about 5,673 left. It's weak against lightning, and poison has no effect on it. Makes sense, it's a machine. You gotta fight, so this is the one time you gotta at least fight it. Any other, you can actually avoid all other encounters with this thing, which I'm gonna hopefully try and do. You can actually defeat this thing, which it's a bit difficult, but it is possible to beat it. But the way the battle is sort of staged and scripted too, it's like you're not encouraged to beat it. In fact, it plays out like you shouldn't be beating it at all. So yeah, this is probably obviously the most obvious strategies. He keeps to summon Quetzalcoatl and maybe use like the occasional thunder spell. But this is generally it. After he loses about, I think it's about 20% or 30% of his maximum health, and it'll stagger and go into a sort of self-repair mode, as it's doing now. Let's get the hell out of here! As Zaz points out, that's the only time you can escape. One escape is fine. The ending score that you'll get when you graduate, it will allow you to run at least once, because you've got to. Any other times after that, you'll get points, like penalties on your final score if you run any other times. I thought we already busted that thing up. Forget it. Let's go. No, so what you got to do is just keep running from here. And avoiding it, for the most part, is pretty simple. You just run it from there, and on this one, just quickly run across to the left before he jumps completely. On this one, it's better to just do what we're doing here, is just walking, because if you run on this section, the ground will start shaking, and you'll be forced, obviously staggering the players, and you'll be forced to fight it again. So just walk on this bit here, and you'll be able to avoid it. And then from here on, just keep running as normal. In terms of the battle itself, you can't actually defeat it in that first battle. You have to encounter it after that in order to beat it. At this bit here, just wait for it to jump over you here, and then run back then, and then just keep running forward, as it won't have enough time to jump over the bridge again. And from here on now, it should be easy enough to avoid the thing. Be sure to shoot the dog here as well. You'll get points deducted from that if you don't do it. Again, when you encounter it in a second battle after the initial one, if you do actually manage to beat this thing, it is possible to do it. you get 100 bonus points added to your overall score when you on your final report. But in order to do it, it's really tricky to do so, because apparently, if you're too powerful at this point for some reason, also again, make sure not to don't go to hide in the pub. You'll get points deducted from that on your final score as well. Squad C, withdraw. Roger. If you're too powerful to fight this, if you do decide to take this thing down, it will heal itself as normal, but it won't enter that self-repairing stage or stagger. And so it will just automatically heal itself without using its limited self-repairing sequences, because it can only self-heal itself so many times in a fight. And if it does, it'll do that. It won't count towards it, so you'll just literally be wasting your time. It has to stagger first and enter that self-repair sequence for it to count. But when it does do that, when it goes to that self-repair unit, you can't damage it any further. It'll be pointless. It'll just recover all damage and fully restore its health. But when it's used it a certain amount of times, you'll be able to take it down. And oh my god, Quistis is officially a badass. When all else fails, when your swords and magic fail, shoot the thing with a fucking Gatling gun. Fucking epic. So you'd have to be really, because at this point we were too low leveled in order to truly beat it. I mean, we probably could have if we really tried on enough, but it would have taken far too long, because that's another thing you've got to worry about, is the time limit. If you don't get back in time, it'll be a game over. You fail the mission. So you'd have to be not too low leveled and to avoid taking too long, but at the same time you can't be too high powered in order to avoid. I'm guessing it's probably some sort of a glitch. I don't know if it's an intentional game design, game mechanic. If you're too overpowered and you do so much damage in one shot, it won't enter a self-repair unit mode, but still heal it. Cypher! How'd it go? Man, all they did was get in my way. Being a leader ain't easy. Safe. Fujin wasn't gonna talk. Now I'm going to have to come up with a voice for her now. It's fucking irritating. Good job. What do you mean, good job? You're the one who blasted the thing. Where's Cypher? Oh, he's over there. Just be back at garden by sundown. You're free till then. Okay, dismissed. Yes, madam. After the way she handled that Gatling gun, I wouldn't want to get on her bad side. Hey! Not again, man. There goes Mr. Ego. Might as well walk it. Might as well, since it's literally only a couple of minutes to get to the garden. Let's face it, I wouldn't want to be seen driving around in that trashy car. It's awful. There's not really much else to do here at this point. You say you're free, but what's there to do? All you can go is just sort of explore the town a little. There's not much to see, but is it up? Yeah, there's one up here. You found an old issue of Timber Maniacs. You finished reading it. That was quick. Can't have been anything good. Those Timber Maniacs magazines, they're not really collectibles because they don't appear in your inventory or anything. But but they're not really important. All they do is just sort of unlock sort of story. I think it's basically stories from that Selfie writes on the gardens. No, don't draw. On the garden's computers. And here we have, this is Zell's place. Ma, I'm home!
Zell, what a surprise! Are these your friends?
This is my house. You know, my digs, my crib, man. But don't make yourselves too comfortable.
Okay. Should be able to take care of Zell for me. Oh. Okay, we can't play her yet. Zell's mom obviously has the Zell card, which we can't get. And I think it's later on. I think Pandemonia card is in this town as well. I think we can only get that much later on. So it's not really, there's not really much else to do. Just grab the Timber Maniacs magazine and just head back to the garden. Again, it was a shame that we couldn't beat that giant spider monster. But it was a case of a cross between time and too much power, which it sounds strange on paper. You're thinking, hang on a minute, if you got too much power, you think it'd be a piece of cake to beat that thing. But again, I don't know if it was an intentional design or if it was a glitch that makes it so that it'll heal itself without using up its limited self-repairs.
Finally made it back.
Seriously?
Well, I guess we just wait for the test results. Till then, see ya, Kaiser.
See ya.
Oh, fuck you too. You don't want to pal around with me anyway. Well, I don't want to know you anyway. Who cares? Found a draw point. Cure. Not that I need any. So yeah, this is all you can pretty much do, is just hang around for the results. I think if I remember rightly, they just announced it over, when you walk so far into the garden. I don't know if we can. We might be able to start the CC card quest at this point. I'm not sure. Or we might announce the results before we can do that. I'll go and check. Unfortunately, once you go back in, you won't be able to go back out. Oh, what's going on here? Mission complete. I think we did a pretty good job. The candidates are back safely, right? Although we didn't realize the Galbadian army was after the Galbadian Communications Tower.
We've just received word from the Dollet Dukedom. The Galbadian army has agreed to withdraw as long as the communication tower is repaired and the uplink remains operational.
Was that really all they wanted? Well, in any case, Galbadia is out of there. We could have made more money if they stayed and caused more aggro. That's a bit cold, isn't it? Or we'd make more money if they were there causing more aggro and, you know, killing people.
How did it feel out there on the battlefield?
Trust that. Whatever. I'll say that. It felt good. To actually fight, it was a good feeling. Yeah. You know, you actually get to fight in this Final Fantasy game. And I'm looking at you, 13.
That's the spirit, but don't let it go to your head.
No, sir, I won't.
The results for the exam should be announced soon. Just stick around here.
Or rather, just wander off to the right and it'll be announced automatically. Because if you try going back to the gate, the gatekeeper will just be there going, "Hey, you can't go out there!" And you can see those two guys on the left, they were blocking your way, so you can't go past them. So you don't really have much of a choice. You're not really free, as Quistis puts it. Hey, up, it's Cypher. What do you want? What's he up to?
Did you hear about the communication tower in Dollet? We would have been heroes if it weren't for that withdrawal order. You were only looking for a fight. My dear instructor, I'm hurt, Those are rather cruel words for an aspiring student. A mediocre instructor like you will never understand.
Whoa.
Cypher, don't be so stuck up in yourself. You'll take all responsibility for leaving the designated area.
Isn't it the captain's duty to take the best possible action?
Cypher, you'll never be a seed. Calling yourself a captain is a joke.
Burn!
Yes, Cypher, you know you just got owned there. Referring to Quist as a mediocre instructor. Oh, shouldn't have do that. You saw the way she handled that Gatling gun? I'm guessing Cypher's just sort of sniggering or laughing under his breath. Cypher, you will be disciplined for your irresponsible behavior. You must follow orders exactly during combat. But I'm not entirely without sympathy for you.
You're not?
I don't want you all to become machines. I want you all to be able to think and act for yourselves. I am... ... Headmaster said you have some business in your office.
There are so many issues at hand here. Yes, I mean, you just got told off. You wouldn't say much anyway. If you try talking to him there, he'll just be silent. He just knows he just got truly dissed. All students who participated in today's field exam report to the second floor hallway. I repeat, all students who took the field exam report to the second floor hallway. I'm guessing they want me to go to the second floor hallway, since they won't allow me to go anywhere else. Let's head on up. Well, they did say the results will be coming in soon. Just didn't realise it would be after Cypher gets, you know, basically punished by the headmaster. And all we got to do is just wait. I think it's just after a certain time. Thump, 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 thump. Let's see what everybody has to say. You not talking? Dude, you're not talking! Well, fuck you then. You ain't talking? Fucking arrogant cunts.
Sup? Said they're gonna call out names one at a time.
Fuji was saying that it'd be all your fault if Cypher doesn't become a seed. She can be pretty scary, you know.
I'm gonna have to work on that one. Yeah, she can be scary when she actually talks.
Rage.
All one word. That's all you get from her.
Ditch. Zara ditch.
Oh, yeah! See ya!
And then runs off like a complete pansy.
Kaiser from Squad B, please step forward.
I step forward like, you know, like I am the man.
That is all. Dismissed.
Oh no! In unison too. I bet they had to must have rehearsed that. Oh.
These are the 4 students that passed today's exam. First of all, congratulations. However, from now on, as a member of SEED, you will be dispatched all over the world. We are proud to introduce SEED, Balam Garden's mercenary soldiers. SEED soldiers are combat specialists. But that is only one aspect of SEED. When the time comes... Headmaster, it's almost time for the meeting. Please make this short.
Please do. We're not used to long speeches.
Seed is a valuable asset to the Garden. Its reputation is solely dependent on each one of you. Handle your mission with care.
I think he's talking to you, Zell.
Is that what you wanted to say, sir? Here is your Seed rank report.
You can tell Sid there just a minute ago was looking... But I wanted to say it. It would have been much more cooler if I did.
Psst, psst. I'm looking forward to the Garden Festival.
I don't know who that guy is.
Psst, psst. Do your best, even if you don't stand out.
He certainly doesn't stand out because I ain't got a clue. I can't remember who he is.
Psst. Try to control your emotions a little. Also, don't run around the halls like a complete pansy. That would also help. Psst. Finally, a gunblade specialist.
We've not had a gunblade specialist ever?
This ends the Seed inauguration. Dismissed.
And then you go running off. But before you do, be sure to talk to Sid quickly here.
Oh, Kaiser, let me give you this. It's a battle meter. Access the menu and you'll see battle report in the information section of the tutorial. It may come in handy for future battles.
Receive the battle meter. Be sure to talk to him there to get that, because that's the only time you can pick it up. Once you head out, it's gone. It's not necessarily important. Hang on, let me just show you quickly. Tutorial. What was on information? Yeah, there it is. Battle report. This is literally all it is. Just information regarding your party, how many steps you've walked, how many battles you've fought and won, and escaped. There's always going to be... You're always going to have at least one escape, like I said, from that first encounter with the Black Widow. Because, you can literally not defeat it in that first fight. You're always going to get at least one escape, so that's not a big deal. After 17 years of suffering, my chance has finally arrived. Oh! What? Kaiser! Yeah, it's only me. What, that's it? You can't just go, oh! And not follow that up with something?
Yo! Kaiser! Let's get back to class! What do you mean, why? Don't you remember what new Seed members do? They give a speech in front of the entire class! And after that, the inauguration party!
Wow, that's... Inauguration, that's a big word for you.
See!
I'm guessing Zoe's a little happy. Since when could Zell handle things like words like inauguration? It's pretty big words for him. Uh-oh. Ooh, Zell looks like, yeah, you want to fight? No, you just gotta applaud sarcastically. Zell thinking he's cool. Squall looking kind of embarrassed. And thus we get our final report. Overall, that's not bad. Conduct, 70 points. Judgment, 50. Attack, 50. Spirit, 100. That's the maximum for that. And Attitude, 100 as well. I'll just quickly go over... I know I've mentioned it in the previous videos, but I'll quickly mention it right here about what some of these mean. Yeah, the conduct is basically it's just based on how much time you have after the Dollet mission. The faster you complete it, the more points you are warned. Supposedly, if you return to the beach with 25 minutes left, that's how you get the most points. We took a little longer than that. The judgment is calculated from your fire cavern quest, based upon how much time is left on the clock when you defeat Ifrit. I think we still have a fair few minutes to beat him with. The attack is based on how many enemies you defeat during the Dollet mission without using GFs. I don't know how many. I'm not sure how many we beat, because I think for 50 points we got about 20 to 24 opponents, somewhere around there. I think to get the most of them, you'd have to defeat 75. So it would have to take much longer. Spirit is calculated from the number of times you escape from the battles during the Dollet mission, and we only escaped the once, whilst avoiding other encounters with the Black Widow, or X-ATM092, or whatever it's called. And attitude was based upon, you start with 100 points, and it decreases if you take negative actions. So like if you talk to anybody outside your party, or if you walk to the communications tower from the square, or jump down the ledge, that's after selfie does. And if you don't shoot a dog away in the town square like we showed you earlier, or if you hide in the pub, you know, these 5 actions will decrease the attitude. And of course you get 100 bonus points if you actually do manage to beat the bloody boss. So Seed rank 8's not that bad. As a Seed member, you will be paid a salary at regular intervals. The salary is determined by Seed rank. Seed rank goes up according to your actions in battle, and some actions will cause your rank to go down. You can also take Seed tests as well to increase your rank any further if you wish. There's no reason why you can't.
Ha! Found you!
Well, I'm not hard to find.
Well, what do you think? My Seed uniform!
Yeah, very nice. I assume she wants me to go and get changed for the Seed party that's supposed to come up at this point now. But okay. Quickly do that. Oh my god, those clothes do not suit Squall. Not with that face. Not with that face. But we'll leave it here for now, and we'll check out the Seed inauguration party in the next episode. So I'm hoping you're enjoying this series. I certainly am, doing all these voices. Again, so I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll be back soon with the next episode. See ya!